Question: who is the number one team in the AFC East right now? I just can't. I can't wrap my brain around it. What is up, Finn fans? 1-0, baby. 1-0. Miami goes to New England, leaves with the victory. 17-6 victory. There's a bunch of stuff we got to talk about in this game. All that good stuff. Hopefully the all 22's out so I can do a deeper dive and do a film breakdown for you guys either for tomorrow or for Tuesday. And then also you're going to get the best reactions from me. You know how it's all going to go. But let's jump into this and let's and to the guys, the new members and patrons and stuff, I'm going to shout you out in the film breakdown video. I'll give you a nice little shout out there. So let's talk about stats right now. We're going to talk about with the away team, the Miami Dolphins. Tua Tagovailoa is 16 for 27, 202 yards, 1 touchdown. And unfortunately, that stupid interception, which I will talk about. Myles Gaskin, 9 carries for 49 yards, 5.4 yards a carry. Malcolm Brown, 5 carries for 16 yards. And Jacoby Brissett, the human quarterback sneak, 2 carries for 4 yards. Then we look at receivers. Devontae Parker, 4 catches for 81 yards. Jalen Waddle, 4 catches for 61. Myles Gaskin, 5 catches for 27. And the defense. Eric Rowe, forcing a fumble. Xavier Howard, forcing a fumble and getting the ball back. Zeiler, getting the fumble return. And Javon Holland also forcing a fumble on a ridiculous hit that flipped their receiver over, but he doesn't get the ball back. Then we're looking at the New England Patriots. Mac Jones, 29 for 39, 281 yards, and 1 touchdown. Mac Jones had a good game today. I will talk about that in a second. Damian Harris, 23 carries for 100 yards, 4.3 yards a carry. That needs to be fixed by the Dolphins. Nelson Aguilar, 5 catches for 72 yards and a touchdown. James White, 6 catches for 49 yards. And Jacoby Myers, 6 catches for 44. Jacoby Myers had a good day today. And then the 1 interception that Jonathan Jones caught. So looking at this game, right? Miami Dolphins come out, their offense, Patriots just run it. Big chunk run, and didn't even notice it because they cut to it in the middle of it. And then the Dolphins defense stopped them, held them to 3 points. Then the offense comes out for the Miami Dolphins, and they just march it down the field. Running, passing, and then they get down there, do a little RPO. Tua keeps it himself, rolls to the right, nice easy touchdown there. Then the Dolphins defense comes out, and for a while it was 7-3, 7-3, and 7-6. We were 7-10, allowed that 1 touchdown. Overall, right, because I'm not going to go over the whole entire game because I'm going to do a film breakdown and all that stuff. Overall, I will say this, right? The defense held the New England Patriots to just 1 touchdown. 1 touchdown and 3 field goals? Dolphins had 2 touchdowns. First time having the ball in the game, and right after the half, again, Tua marches them right down the field, throws a beautiful touchdown pass to Waddle, who takes it to the left side, gets that in there. Very happy that rookie got his touchdown in. So we get the 2 touchdowns, and that is the saving grace of how the Dolphins won this game. No, it's not, Doug. The saving grace is this defense. I was extremely critical of this defense while watching this game. So many times was it 3rd and long or 3rd and whatever, and the Dolphins would, get pressure on Mac, but not enough. Then they'd be in zone, and Myers would be wide open. Or, Aguilar would be wide open on these 3rd downs. And it was driving me nuts. But the Dolphins defense did what they continued that trend that they had last year where they continued to get turnovers. There was the play where my brain is shutting off because I'm now decompressing after just the nerves were at like a 14. But there was a play where Eichenberg got bowled over and unfortunately sacked Tua. Then there's another play, and this is the play that everyone's going to talk about because everyone is already on the ship of Tua sucks. We need to get rid of Tua. Tua didn't play that well. it's just, I'm gonna have to deal with it on Twitter in the comment section and probably on the social media again, because he played well, but he didn't play well enough to shut people up. And unfortunately, he has that one stupid interception where he was getting sacked and he just chucked it. And let me do it this way because he's a lefty. When he chucked it, the ball started to come out and he chucked it in the air. Then the ball ping-ponged around 3 different players and unfortunately gets interception. So that's the lasting mark that people have of Tua Tagovailoa from this game, not the fantastic drive where he quarterbacks. He is the only player besides Waddle to get us the touchdowns. He ran one in himself and he passed one to Waddle. He had a pretty good game. There were some, and again, I'm doing a film breakdown, so I'll talk about it. There were some of his passes a little inaccurate. There was one pass to Waddle. I wish he would have caught it, but it was a little too far out in front of him. There's some passes here and there, little inaccurate, right? But he still had a decent game. Was it enough to shut people up? No, it wasn't. And he needs to have those games. He needs to have more than one of those games to shut people up. Because people want him to come out and throw for 300 yards, throw for 3 touchdowns. But for that to happen, the offensive line needs to play better. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people are going to be like, you really blaming the offensive line, blah, blah, blah. First off, we won. I'll take that win all day, every day. Let me turn off my... Still have the direct TV on. I'll take a win all day, every day. I don't care. And my boy, Xavier Howard, causing that fumble that just sealed it, right? We get the fumble, we get the first down, and then Jacoby Brissett comes in, QB sneak. Bob's your uncle. But there's something we need to talk about. Before the half, right? Before the half, Jacoby Brissett comes in, right? And everyone's like, what? I was even like, why is Jacoby Brissett coming in? It makes no sense to me. And then he lines up to do a quarterback sneak. And I'm like, oh, that makes 1,000% sense to me because he's a big man. He can push that pile and get that first down versus Tua, who probably would have to bounce. Tua has gotten QB sneaks, but it's just smarter for him to do it. The thing that befuddled me is he stayed in there. And then he's eating the clock up, right? He's doing like a trying to draw them off sides. And the clock is ticking. And he's trying to draw. Why? I don't understand why. Why was he doing that? It makes no sense to me. Por qué? I don't get it, because then all of a sudden he doesn't call the timeout in time. So we get a penalty. So instead of it being 1st and 10, it's now 1st and 15. It just that didn't make any sense to me. I'm looking at my notes I took. The run, and there was a few penalties, and I know some guys are going to be upset about these flags, and I'm not going to blame the refs. Some of them I'll blame the refs because there's some holding calls that should have got called that didn't, but it's the tic-tacky here and there. But the non-PI on Devontae Parker, that's the rule. If the ball gets tipped at the line of scrimmage, it's fair game, so that makes sense. It's the rule. And unfortunately, the sack on Mac Jones from Landon Roberts, where he hit him in the knees, even though there's nothing he could have done. The running back blocked him in a certain way that he started falling, and he sacked him, which then eventually, not the next play, but the play after, that was the only touchdown they got. It's the Tom Brady rule. And I'm not even trying to be like a dick and make a jab at anybody. It's literally the Tom Brady rule, because I think it was against the Chiefs, week 1 of 2008. Took a shot to the knee, and I think he tore his ACL. So it's the rule. But I'm just, I feel like I just woke up and I'm like, oh, the Dolphins won. I'm so happy right now. Jets lost, Bills lost. Now the Patriots lost. There's only one team that's 1-0 in the AFC East. That's the Miami Dolphins, baby. But, like I said, I was super critical on the defense. I saw too many 3rd down conversions, and I saw 23 carries for 100 yards from their running back. There was too many of those plays, and then our defense was getting there but not getting the sacks. I think we had like 2 sacks on the game. I don't even think we had a sack on the game. No, we had no sack on the game. Mac Jones was not sacked once. That just shows, and a lot of people are like, Mac Jones is better than Tua. Mac Jones is better than Tua. That just shows the difference between what Mac Jones was dealing with and what Tua was dealing with. Mac Jones was dealing with him playing well, the offensive line playing well, but the Dolphins just playing and making plays at the right time to cause fumbles. That's how the Patriots lost this game. The Dolphin defense caused fumbles in 2 critical areas, and the Dolphins won. Also, we scored touchdowns instead of field goals, and the Patriots scored field goals instead of touchdowns. That's how we won. But Mac Jones had a brick wall in front of him. Tua didn't. They need to do something about that offensive line if you want to do anything this season. They need to fix that offensive line. Because there was that one play where it was RPO. Tua kept it. He rolled to his left. Horrible slide at the end, but he got about 9 yards. Got brought back because Liam Eichenberg had a holding call. So needs to do better there. But overall, this is, starting off 1-0. Everyone thought the Dolphins are going to be, going and starting off 0-3. You can't start off 0-2, blah, blah, blah. Well, we're not. We're 1-0. Fantastic. Things to build off of. 2 great touchdown drives. One of them 80 yards. I think they both were 80 yards, the touchdown drives. 75. 9 plays, 75 yards. That's the one right after the half. And 10 plays, 80 yards. Great touchdown runs. Just need more of them. More consistency in the offensive line. But I will talk all about that when I do my film breakdown. Comment below. Again, and I'm not saying Tua did fantastic. Everyone needs to shut up, blah, blah, blah. He had some bad throws, and we will talk about that in the film breakdown. But be sure to comment below. Let me know what you guys think. I'm super pumped, super excited. I'm going to go eat dinner now. I haven't eaten. But other than that, guys, I will see you probably later tonight. I'll put out the video of best moments from the stream. And depending on when the All 22 comes out, that's when you'll get the film breakdown. But other than that, guys, love you. 1-0. We started off with a win. I'm so pumped. But like usual, guys, stay classy. Fins up.